Well, somebody's got to.
All right. Would you marry an average-looking man that your father picked out for you that loves you and takes care of the family, or be a single cat lady forever? What do you guys say?
That's in the chewy.
All right, so raise of hands if your dad picked out a guy for you. He wasn't good looking, but he was a nice guy, made $50K per year. Yeah. How many of you would take that or be single?
If it's only versus being single,
I trust my dad.
I've been in both situations.
Yeah.
Okay, let me describe the man real fast for you guys. He's 5'8", 50K per year. Average looking guy.
God damn.
You already lost him at 5'8".
You lost me at 50K a year.
I want to be able to wear high heels and take a picture with
Isn't
them.
it funny? You just mentioned the height. They were like, oh.
Wait, can I ask this to the girls real fast on that question? What's more important, 6 figures or 6 foot?
Ooh.
6 figures.
6 foot.
That's not what I just heard from y'all's mouths right now.
You said
50K.
I don't
That's
think it
neither of
matters
the two.
how much money.
Let me ask you a question then, ladies.
I make
It doesn't matter.
Clearly there's an issue with an average man, because the average man is about 5'8",
And it makes under 50K.
about 30 to 50K per year, depending on what state you're in the United States, right? That could vary. And he's just
that's
a
what he
regular
declared.
Joe Schmo guy, you know, maybe takes 1 or 2 vacations a year, and has a dad bod. What's wrong with the? I guess let me ask. What's the problem with the? You think you could do better? Is that why you guys are all like no?
Yeah.
I need to wear high heels when I take a picture with them and be able to post it on Instagram and not be.
So would it be fair to say that all of you think that you're above average, ladies?
No.
Because I do better than that.
Hold on.
I make
My
more than
question is
50K.
the reason why none of you will take an average man because you feel as though you're not average yourself? Do you guys all think you're above average? What about you, Miss Doctor? You think you're above average, right?
Ask the guys,
Right?
too.
Hold on. Do you think you're above average?
I feel like I'm changing to
I'm
be a
making more than-
politician, so no comment.
Just please answer the question. Do you consider yourself above average compared to other women?
I'm not answering your
can't hear.
question.
Tell me.
I'm not above average, by the way.
Bro, that's not how this works. You either answer the question or
I decide how it works.
Oh
get
my
the fuck
God.
out of here, man. Just get up and get the fuck out of here, bro.
I'm used to deciding.
Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck. Get up and get out of here, bro. You got it twisted, man. Get up and get out
All
of
right,
here.
you can leave, yeah.
Just get the fuck out of here.
But
All
what
right,
if
what
we
about
think
you?
that we're not above average?
I'm dead serious. Get up and get out of here. What about you?
Yeah,
Do you think you're above average yourself?
I'm confident in myself. I think I'm average, but I'm not like Ruby Rose is beautiful. Like that's like different level.
Look who I said there. I
Oh,
know. I know.
No, I'm not talking about.
That's what I'm going.
I'm saying like beauty wise.
By the way, she got no ass.
Yeah.
Bye. She called me an alien earlier.
Hey, she said you were in the 1800s and then was transphobic. Remember that?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, you're leaving too?
I think she's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh, you're gonna use the bathroom? Okay. So you think you're above average as well?
Well, I want to tell you straight up, like, don't ever compare yourself. Please don't. Like, I'm never gonna see you again. Hope probably it doesn't matter. But don't ever compare yourself to these random women on Instagram.
Oh no, I wasn't comparing myself. I was saying like beauty, her face wise. I'm talking about. He was saying like who's average, who's. I'm not
Candace
comparing
said you have
myself.
you have one of those beautiful souls at the table, so you need to keep that guarded before God and make sure that you savor that as you make your next decision.
Yeah.
Because you'll lose that quick in the next couple of years if you fuck this up.
Okay.
You're much more beautiful than Ruby Rose. Your future husband is a lucky guy.
You are beautiful as fuck.
Oh, thank you guys. You guys are.
Okay, so all right, so you consider yourself above average. Do you think you're above average too?
No.
So why are you demanding an above average man?
I never said I'm demanding an above average man.
You said no to the 5'8", 50K per year.
Is that above average?
That's an average man. And you're saying he doesn't qualify, so therefore I'm asking you if you're above average, and you're saying that you're not above average. So why do you deserve an above average man?
I just don't want a man. I don't want a man.
You're lesbian?
Do you want a
woman? No, thank you. But thanks for the offer, babe. But no,
that's not true. You do want a man. You just want an
I
exceptional
wanted
one.
a man. I wanted a man, and now I want to be by myself.
You gave up at 30?
29.
29. You know you have the jaw eye chain right here. It's funny. You're saying like really satanic things, and you have the Antichrist necklace.
What is the answer for this? This
The eye.
The all-seeing eye.
It was a gift
The
from
evil
Greece.
eye?
From
yeah.
Greece?
I'm Greek, yeah.
I think it was a gift from Satan.
It was.
that the
I
evil eye?
don't know that man.
That's
The
the
eye of
Antichrist.
Horus.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm a
I
child
have
of
that
God.
on my
They
back.
did a dance.
Oh, that's
Wait,
a
you
shout
really
out
get
right there. Oh my God.
I have a Bible quote right now.
They did a dance on the Twin Towers and they collapsed. They did the Eye of Horus with people to celebrate its destruction. Yeah.
Very funny. All the satanic girls have satanic symbols on them.
I'm definitely not satanic. I
Wait,
am.
shake your hands with the demon witch. Beautiful.
I'm not
Astaghfirullah.
definitely not a demon witch. I'm a child of God. This past weekend, I went to church for Easter. Literally gave it all to God because if I didn't, I probably would have been dead by
Amen,
now.
queen.
All right, so once again, so you admit that you're an average-looking woman, you're an average woman, and you
I'm
want an
right.
above-average man. Okay. All right, interesting. What about you? You also want an above-average man, or do you consider yourself average?
Wait, real quick before she answers, you were saying something to me. What were you saying? I couldn't hear you earlier. You were like mouthing something to me.
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot.
Okay. This guy, go ahead.
Oh, I said you're making me self-conscious about my underboob now.
Good.
I didn't mean to have an underboob, Jesus.
Okay.
You didn't know how you
I was just trying to, like, look cute. They said just to impress.
All right. Are you average? Do you consider yourself an average woman?
Yes,
Okay, so why do you demand an above-average man?
because I've done it before. My ex-boyfriend, who I was in talks about marriage, like he didn't want to settle down, but he was far beyond that.
Okay, so what do you bring to the table to demand an above-average man then?
Once everything's perfectly organized, I'll start working on my thesis.
Just the same things that I feel like women should. I want a family. and
Fantastic. Okay. What about you? What you said you also want an above-average man. What makes you?
I
Or
feel
do you
like,
consider yourself an average woman?
I mean, maybe y'all wouldn't, but I consider myself because I started my own business. I graduated college, paid for my own college.
Stuff though in the sexual marketplace.
But I paid for my own college. I did everything a natural way.
You do understand that nowadays that's actually fairly average because women dominate
That's why I
higher
said you
education.
probably wouldn't see me above average, but I look at myself. I've overcome adversity. I've done a lot of things
Wait,
that
let me
make
tell
me
you something.
really proud to be above
Look
average.
at me. It doesn't matter what you think. When you come in approaching dating and marriage, it matters what the guy thinks.
Incredible, right?
What you believe about how attractive you are has no real world application.
We're literally
I
talking
don't
about
know
men
what
brains.
they think.
What we think is attractive.
You're saying you don't care what men think?
I really don't.
Then you're gonna die alone.
That's your opinion, but I really don't think I'm gonna die alone.
You're
I'm
dying
so-
alone right
I
now. You are dying alone
I
right
genuinely,
now.
I don't think I'm gonna die alone.
How old are you?
How do you know that?
Because you're saying you don't
Are you a
care.
fortune teller?
What you're saying makes no sense.
Because I said that I think that I'm above average and you think that I'm not above average, I'm gonna die alone because you think I'm average?
It's not
Okay.
what I think.
Look,
You
look.
need to care about how your future husband sees you. That
Well,
doesn't
I
matter.
do, but just because I think I'm
we
above
just said you don't care
average
what
and you
men
think
think
I'm
is
below
crazy.
average, yes, I don't care if y'all think that I'm
Hey,
below
it's
average.
not about what we
I
think.
think I'm above
Sneeko,
average.
Sneeko. If it was a dog that won't obey the chain of its owner, will eventually get put down. So sometimes when you won't listen to authority or when a woman won't realize that it matters what a man thinks, eventually they end up 40 alone, 50 alone, and yes, death comes soon after.
I'm gonna invite y'all to my wedding. I'm going to invite y'all to my wedding.
All right, so let me just ask you a question because here comes that cognitive dissonance again that all of you guys have expressed throughout this podcast. So you are saying in your eyes you're not an average woman, but realistically speaking, you are a fairly average woman because you named a bunch of things that average women do every day, like
I
paying
do
their own
think
bills
I'm
and
an
shit.
average
Not you. I'm talking to her.
Oh, yeah,
So you are on paper an average woman, even though you don't look at yourself that way. That's fine. However, you don't want a guy that's 5'8", 50K per year, etc. You don't want an average man. So you want an above average man.
I don't want to date a man that I make more than. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
so
but
you want a man that's above average. You want a man that's above average. So let me ask you this. If you want a man that's above average, you do understand that a man that's above average is probably going to have above average standards, right?
yeah.
So wouldn't it behoove you to attract that man to know what that man wants?
Wait, repeat that.
Wouldn't it behoove you or move you if you want?
That's a big word, Myron. That's a real word.
Okay.
Welcome to the
I mean, if you want me to speak
dictionary.
retardedese,
Yeah,
if you want a guy to fucking get with you, you should probably know what that guy wants, correct?
No.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I'm a guy and I want to attract women, I understand that I need to make money, I need to go to the gym, I need to be able to convey myself a
But
certain way, I
I
gotta be
have
charming.
above average guys already wanting to be
Be
with
quiet when I'm speaking, please, so I can finish my point.
Shut up, Meg.
if I'm a man and I want to attract a bunch of women, or I want to be attractive, I need to understand what the opposite gender wants. However, you just said a second ago that you want an above average man. However, you don't care about what men think. Now, I know why you think this way, because you literally just said it a second ago. You exposed yourself. Well, I'm above average men that want to talk to me. So let me ask you this. If I whacked off every single day to porn and came every time and I said, damn, I get hella bitches, what would your response be to that?
If I'm not putting out and you got to put out some other way.
Oh my
like
God. Yo, hypothetically speaking, if I walked around and I bragged and I said, yo, I walk off to porn every single day to a new girl, I get hella bitches, what would your response be to that?
Okay, gross, bye.
Grow up.
Okay, grow up, stupid, what's wrong with this guy? Correct? Would it make me a fucking moron?
Yeah.
Okay, so me bragging about whacking off to porn and getting a new girl is the same thing as you bragging about men talking to you. You do understand that a man talking...
That's not the same.
Be quiet for 2 seconds. You do understand that as a woman, just by you existing and having a pulse, men are going to talk to you, correct?
Yeah.
You do understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is why you're able to make the asinine comment you just made, where I don't need to know what men want. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to do it because you know men give you attention anyway. However, to keep a man, you do understand you need to know what that man wants and build upon that.
Because they won't stay. They'll just.
Am I allowed to talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
A guy whacking off and watching porn and bragging about it every day is not the same as a girl that is making her own money, taking care of her own business, and doing her own thing.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you think men, let's be very blunt, because you just gave a bunch of traits that are irrelevant, but let's be honest here. If you met a guy and you told that guy, I am unemployed.
I'm not unemployed, though.
Oh my God. I'm
Alright,
talking hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
If you told him I'm unemployed versus you saying I run this business where I offer a version of OfferUp, etc., do you think that would actually change his attraction for you?
For me? Like,
no,
wait.
for him. Do you think it would change his attraction for you if you said, I'm unemployed versus I have a business? Do you think it really matters to the man that you're talking to?
Yeah, I feel like it shows discipline.
No.
Yeah.
It shows hard work.
Men don't give a fuck.
No.
That's my point. We don't give a fuck.
Maybe
about
you
that.
don't.
you're
I
gonna
feel like you
wipe
can't speak
someone
for
that's
every single
unemployed?
man on the planet. I feel like
can
maybe
I
you might not, but I feel like other
Did you
men
not just
do.
say, hold on, did you not just say a second ago you want above average men, right?
Yeah.
Above average men earn more money, correct?
Yes, correct.
Are you aware of the fact that the more money a man makes, the less he cares about how much you make?
Yes, but I feel like you can't speak for every single man on the planet.
Okay, I'll finally have to agree with
just
you
proved
on
my
this.
point.
Because I met a guy that actually had mad money, and he was like, I do not want you to work. I do not want
Exactly.
you to do any
Guys
of
that
this
make
shit.
that money,
I
they
want you
understand
to
that.
live your life.
What's your name
like,
again? I need to explain something to you, like in a really funny way.
Please,
I agree
I'm
with
so
you
down
on
to
this
listen.
side.
I'm just
Okay.
like,
What's your name?
I'm Savannah.
Savannah, you are the product of Zionist propaganda. And let me explain that, like, because they don't want, like, you're white.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta go slow, dude. She didn't know what behoove means.
Like, let me explain that to you. Like, there's a death cult going on, and they're trying to program people with a bunch of ideas so that we don't have kids in a family. So they tell you to listen to podcasts like Call Her Daddy. You like to listen to Taylor Swift, Megan Thee Stallion.
I don't like Taylor
You
Swift.
worship Instagram. I heard you say you want to have a wedding because you want to put it on Instagram. You don't want to date a 5'8" guy because you want to take Instagram pictures and you want him to be taller than you. You want to have kids, but they can't be boring. You need to take them on
I
mommy
never
trips.
said the social media content you're making that up.
But I can hear all the content that you consume. So you are prioritizing that over having a good family. Stop living for the external and live for the internal, what's more important. Don't feed into these propaganda. It's all a lie so that you don't have a family.
Hold on, let's ask her this. Do you know what Zionism is?
No way.
No.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Bro, I don't want to be an asshole or anything like that, but this is what it is. We keep women stupid, so they don't know what the hell's going on, so you can market to them easier.
But you know what? Speaking of women at that level, that's why when I talk about this, think about it at the level of kids, and this is why I like to talk to women at the level of children, is this. Look, I have a son. You know what kids are like. You're probably good with kids. You're a lady. Here's the deal. A kid will walk up to you. He'll take a little bit of his boogers, some water he took from his juice cup, some fucking wooden sticks in a cup, and he'll hand it to you. And he thinks he made you a meal. And he's really proud, and he hands it to you, and he goes, look, Mom, I made you something. Now, you're smart because you're an adult. You're a woman. You go, that's fucking boogers and sticks and shit. Because why? Because your position, your authority as his mother, you know, at his education, his mental capacity, that you know better than him. You know what? You still take it and go, oh, it's so cute. You're not grateful for it. You're not going to eat it. You know what's up. That's how men see women's careers and their money, okay? women present it to men like, look at my job and my career, and it's a cup of shit and sticks. And we say, how cute, and we're nice to you. We're nice to you, but we don't care. And you can argue it. You can argue it, but it's reality.
I have to, okay, but I'm not doing, like, I started my business not because I want a man to look at my business and be like, I want to marry you because you have a business. I started my business because I genuinely want to help people.
And my kid made a
My
cup of shit
business
'cause he
is
loves
to
it.
help people.
He's trying to help me.
No, exactly, and like that's your kid making a burger fucking snot pie.
And we look
but
at women like
I
kids.
didn't
I'm
start.
sorry,
I didn't
we do.
start my business to find a husband. I started my business to help people afford to be trendy in college. I help people like afford to be confident.
want
I
you to
didn't
help
start a
our
business because I
families.
wanted a husband. I
Yes.
started it because I wanted to help people.
That's great.
And we love that. We want the people you want to help to be our kids and us. So
Well,
we
and
don't
your
want to
kids
share it.
might love my fucking brand.
So we don't want to be your brand. We don't want to be your Instagram profile.
I never
We
said
want to
that.
be your husband and we want your kids to be your children. And so yeah, I respect that if you're single and you've got that going, but if you can't transfer that into a
So
family
you would
and
never,
energy,
But what do you
you
mean
would
by
never
that?
marry a woman that had a brand that's helping people out. I'm not doing it to make money. I'm doing it to help
if
other
you wouldn't
people.
drop it and transfer the energy, then no.
But what do you mean by we want to be your husband, we
Yeah,
want
I'm
to be your
confused.
children? Like, what do you mean
it's
by
called
that?
hypothetical. So it's saying
I understand that,
I'm pretending to be all men and you pretending to be all women.
Yeah, hypothetically, I started my business because I want to help people, which not
We
even
heard you the first
hypothetically.
time.
Because you're feminine and you're a woman and you care about nurturing.
I care
Savannah,
about
do you not understand? Like, I don't know if you caught on to this, but you said a second ago, I didn't start my business for my husband.
Exactly.
Okay, but then you literally said when I asked what do you bring to the table, I have a business.
Yeah, because that should be.
Stop the fucking show.
I didn't do
Hold on,
it
stop
for.
the fucking show. Do you not see how dumb that sounds?
I didn't do it for a husband, but that should be like.
But
a,
you
wow,
use it to
she's-
flex to get a husband.
That was the
Well,
first thing
you
you
asked
said
me
when I
like,
asked,
what's
what
a
do you
plus
bring to the
about
table?
you?
Yo,
That
this
doesn't
is
mean
what
I
I mean.
started it to
Yo,
get. I
look,
didn't do it to
look,
get a husband.
I don't want to sound like a dick, but I've interviewed almost 3,000 y'all. Yo, women are fucking stupid. Holy shit. You guys can't admit when you do dumb shit and say dumb shit. That makes no sense.
I
We
didn't-
ask you, do you want your daughter to be like you?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. And then we ask you, okay, well, let's look into your life. I'm 30 and single. Okay, so you want your kids to be like you? Well, no, not really. It's like you guys can't answer a simple and direct question. And when I give you logically sound arguments, you don't know how to respond because you guys are fucking retarded.
But I
This is
feel
what I mean. Like most of them are literally retarded. You have a bachelor's degree from Texas Tech, and you're a moron. This is crazy to me.
I feel like I gave you a great answer back. I told
No.
you.
You gave us some answer back.
I didn't start the business for a husband, but yeah, that's a plus.
Why do you have the same voice? It's tripping me out.
You stop saying there's no
Like, I don't mean to be an asshole or anything, but holy
Well, no,
fuck.
I just like I'm kind of confused because like I genuinely don't understand how
trust
that
me,
sounds.
you are
stupid.
I wish I was confused too. That's why my brain wouldn't
You're
hurt.
confused.
But I actually understand everything you're saying. And if you understand
I
what you're
didn't start
saying,
my business because I want
No,
men.
we heard you. We heard you.
Hey Savannah, did you not get
but
it?
then you use it to fucking flex to get a
I
man.
said it's a plus. I need to explain it to you so you get it so we can move on.
Yeah, no, please.
No
Let
person
Myron cook.
cares about your business.
Okay, so,
Men do not care.
Only we care about
but the
ourselves.
one that
Only-
the men that I talk to, they care. They love.
They
me.
were the first date.
They're above average men.
Let me explain this to you.
Wait, can I do it? Just so you know, the men that say, Savannah, that's amazing. Go, girl. Do your business. I'm so proud of you. They're trying to fuck. They're trying to fuck. That's you. They don't want kids with you. Guess what? They're telling you what you want to hear. You know why? So they can fuck.
Wait. I have a very important question.
Go, drunk girl. Go.
How do you know the difference between when a man is trying to fuck you and just trying to like vibe
Let
with
me
you?
explain that to you.
And
Let me give you an easy answer.
includes the underboob.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sneeko. Go ahead.
The way you approach the world is how people are going to respond to you. There's not any guy that you want to be with that's going to think that you're marriage material. Every guy that's talking to you just wants to see what's under that shirt. And it's not that doesn't seem that difficult to get it off. Every single
I
guy.
said excluding the underboob.
It's not. That's
Guys know if they're gonna marry a girl
I have
within
lost all
4
faith
weeks
in
of
men
meeting
after
her.
this.
That's true.
Hold on.
So, question: is there a way of wrecking that at the first date and then?
Showing your underboob would be step one. Step two would be look, I met my wife on Instagram. It wasn't even meant to be like dating. It just happened to be through a work thing. I spoke to her on the phone. The first time I had a FaceTime with her, I told her what? I'm gonna marry you. And she told me, you're a psychopath. You're insane. And you know what I realized?
We're not.
You know what?
Now you're
I'm not.
insecure.
6 months later, we were married.
Yeah.
And now she lives in America, has kids, and she doesn't have to work another day in her life. She has a lot of money, and she's living her best life, wearing designer clothing, enjoying her world.
job. I
love
so
that
that's her
job.
life. And our family has a farm, and our kids raise goats. But guess what?
And that's what
You know,
every
That's
woman was,
beautiful.
I think.
But that's what I get is this.
Yeah.
Guess
So
what?
if-
She told me this, and she's watching this right now. She's in Sydney, Australia. So I'm sorry, baby, for saying this. But you know what? She had a hoe friend, and I'm not gonna call her out. She had 2 hoe friends. My wife was not a hoe. She never kissed a guy before me. She didn't have any hoe friends. Let me tell you this. Or she had hoe friends, but no virgin friends. They would tell her to sleep around, whatever. And guess what? They were getting dick. They were getting guys. They were getting dates. She would tell me, I thought I was ugly. I thought I was this. And when I saw her, guess what? She's freaking beautiful. But you know what she didn't look like? A hoe. When I saw her, guess what? You know what? Like it's this. Everyone's like, "Oh, Persian girls are so pretty." Yeah, after a nose job. So here's the deal. No, I'm saying this. People look at girls online that have facial. You know, maybe this is beyond you guys. They have plastic surgery, makeup, filler, and they're like, "That's pretty." Yes, that stereotypically is pretty, and guys like that. I was looking for a girl who had natural beauty, who was confident in herself. I found that, and guess what? I'm telling you about this. When I met her. What made me know that she was ready to get married was she was a virgin. She never kissed a guy. She didn't want to work. This is really, truly, in my mind, she didn't want to work. She wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. She wanted to raise kids, go to church. She wanted to devote her life to a man. And guess what? That was beautiful to me. I ringed it. I provide for her. I will never leave her, and I'll never forsake her. And so here's the deal.
God bless you.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal. That's all I'm saying. You asked that question. To me, as a woman, is it sexually attractive when women are sexy and show their skin? Of course. But is it spousally attractive to marry?
No.
Because you know they'll leave you or something worse.
So that's
honestly.
what got me with Dress to Impress. You know what I mean? How do you dress to impress without showing a little
It's
bit?
not just, you're a little bit confused because you think that it's just a way to dress on a first date. It's not just about your first appearance. It's
Yeah.
about what's in your heart and your soul and what you think and what you do and how you act. It's about everything in your life. You're not going to be able to hide these things for that long, right? If you're drunk and you have your underboobs out, and like people are going to be able to see through that. You're not going to be able to lie that you're going to try to present on a first date to impress a high-value guy. They're going to know right away what you truly are.
Okay.
She was a missionary, by the way, so she's from Africa. So it's like, I'm just saying, it's an interesting thing, like, yeah. And
So
there you
just
go.
after their point as well, the dress does matter, but it's also the mindset as well. So your mindset has
and
to be
you're
there.
thinking a little too much about like dressing for the show. I'm talking about in general, like, because you said, how do you know if a guy is just trying to get? I mean, ladies, you do realize that the only reason men talk to you is to fuck, right?
Yep.
Like you guys do realize that, right? Like we don't really like you guys that much.
We don't like you either.
Fantastic. But here's the difference, though. At least men offer value when they talk with women. Women offer no value in exchange unless... See, here's the thing. You can go on a date with a guy, not like him, and still extract value. However, we don't go on dates with you guys unless we're trying to fuck. So men will sit there and invest on a date, time, etc., to go out with a woman, hoping that they'll get some type of romantic situation. Women, however, will sit there and waste your time. Why is that? Well, because men have to offer value up front. Women don't. So the reality is we only talk to you guys for sexual access. There's not much value you guys provide outside of that. Like, I'm not going to have female friends because female friends are fucking useless. Women in general can't really teach me too much because you guys don't really know how the world works. A lot of you guys are dumb. If I'm going to be bluntly honest, most women have low IQs. They don't understand how the real world works. And you guys are easily malleable to advertising and psyops, etc. You know, that's why, you know, she doesn't know terms like Zionism and says, oh, I got a career, but I didn't do it for a man, but I'm going to brag about that when I meet a man. It's just ridiculousness.
I want to do an experiment. Your name is Savannah, right? Do you know, this is like an IQ test. Do you know all the Kardashian sisters?
Kind of.
Can you name as many as you can quickly? The Kardashian sisters.
Kylie, Chloe, Kendall,
Come on, what's the
Yeah,
name?
yeah.
Keep going.
Cam, and Courtney.
Okay, that was like 5?
Is that all 5 of them?
All right,
Yeah,
and
it's all 5.
Nobody help her.
Impressive.
Can you name 3 countries
Yeah. America,
besides America?
In Canada.
The United States,
The
actually.
United States.
United States, Europe,
Europe?
Australia,
You stupid.
Vietnam.
Exactly. Do you, Stupid. Ladies, did you hear this?
Are you kidding me?
She knows. Stop. She knows more Kardashian sisters than countries.
Wait, was that
And
wrong?
she said,
You only asked me
This is-
3
this is a
countries and
joke.
5 sisters.
hey,
You
retard,
must be
Europe
joking.
is not a country.
Okay. Do you want me to name another country?
No, I don't. I wanted to point out the I wanted to point out, because I heard it from the beginning of the show, you are the product of Zionist propaganda. You consume media and think that that's reality. Stop looking at this and think that these things are important. Stop listening to Call Her Daddy right now. The fact that you said that, you should delete all these apps on your phone right now. That's brain rot.
Guys, you still marry her.
You think that everybody has TikTok brain rot? This is I can hear the podcast that you're listening to coming out of your mouth. Delete these podcasts, delete those music, stop listening to Taylor Swift, delete Instagram, and stop living for clout.
Amen, queen.
I don't live in club, but
Guys wouldn't care if you didn't know that. Just don't be a hoe. They don't care about your money.
don't be in the moms, right?
I'm gonna go viral. Myron. Yo, W clip.